Hey guys, welcome to Charmy Channings. Today we're cooking up Sookie's famous peach sauce, or at least my version of it. For this sauce, I am using peaches that I got fresh from a local farm stand, and they were some of the best peaches I ever had. They were huge and juicy and ripe and flavorful. They were incredible, and I highly recommend getting something fresh for your sauce to give it the best flavor. We're going to use 2 peaches. I'm dicing mine up pretty fine, but you have a little bit of freedom on this depending on how you want your final sauce to come out. I wanted mine to have very small, very soft pieces of peaches, so I'm dicing mine up, but you could certainly leave them in chunks or even in wedges. Okay, now that our peaches are cut up, let's move on to the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to start out with 2 tablespoons of butter, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of white sugar. This is a dash of vanilla and lemon juice. The formal measurement would be known as a 1/4 teaspoon. Then we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Then I'm adding in a 1/2 cinnamon stick. You could certainly use a full one here, or you don't have to use any at all. And that's it. I'm going to take it over to the stove. So here is everything, and we're just going to give that a stir. I'm going to put the lid on so it can start to boil like you see here. Just giving it a stir to make sure everything is getting mixed together and not sticking on the bottom. And then I'm going to put the lid back on and let it keep simmering. It will eventually turn a little darker, like you see here. And at this stage, we're going to add our second known ingredient to the famous peach sauce, maple syrup. I added a tablespoon here. You could add up to 2 tablespoons. If your peaches aren't as sweet and flavorful, you may want a little bit extra. I went back and added about another 1/2 tablespoon. But of course, be careful how much you add, because the only other thing we know about the peach sauce is if you add too much maple syrup, it will strangle the flavor of the peaches. After it's had a chance to simmer for a bit, we're going to go back and take out our cinnamon stick. The rule here is however many go in have to come out. So 1 in, 1 out. Don't forget about it in there. And this is the sauce at the end. It will thicken up a bit as it cools down. I chose not to do any additional thickeners, but you could if you wanted it to be a little bit thicker consistency. In total, it took 30 minutes on the stove to get it here. And that's it, Sookie's famous peach sauce. Here's a bonus for you. A great way to serve it is over fresh homemade biscuits. I would also recommend waffles, pancakes, or vanilla ice cream. So give it a try. Let me know what you guys think of it, and if you think Sookie would be proud of this peach sauce recipe.